Alright, so from this point, everyone should be able to complete the front end and plan view that we have on the screen. But from here, I'm going to draw the front view of the bolt. So these are the points here. The edges of the bolt need to be projected across. So that's one. Here's the top. And we have here. You understand those edges or those corners? Anybody's lost? So these are the corners of the bowl. Now from here, I'm going to leave in a space for a washer. What size do you think my washer should be? The washer that's placed in here. What thickness should the washer be that's placed in here? Pardon me? 2.5, right? Good. Morning. So the washer, the bolt should come on top of the washer snug. Usually a washer is broader than the actual bolt. You follow me? So I did my circle here at 12. I'm going to do my circle for the washer at maybe 14. Let's see that size. 14 is perfect. You see the washer here?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so now I'm just going to trim because I don't want it to be very confusing. So I'll just trim those lines that are for the bolt and I'll delete those. You understand what I've done so far? This red circle is my washer. Your measurements do not have to be the same as mine, but I want you to watch this piece because I'm going to put in my washers one time. What did we say the thickness of the washer was? So we come in here, that's one piece. This is one washer in here, in that space. Here's a second washer in here, in this space. And we'll have our third washer on the outside going across 2.5. Now you need to make sure your line is straight. The washer that is there that we have, I'm just going to draw the line for the bottom fully across and we are going to trim. See the distance between the two? There's a small distance here. So you need to make sure that that measurement is the 2.5. There's so many different lines you're going to have with this drawing that is going to be very confusing. So when you draw a line, make sure you clean up, touch up, trim like what I'm doing here. And here's my washer. Anybody's lost on that? Alright, so we have washer here. And I'm going to put washer here. And I could delete the rest of these purple lines. So the last thing I'm going to do, my 2.5, see you all till later. 2.5. What's the reason you think I have 4 washers? Why do you think I have 4 washers? Why do I have a washer here? They absorb vibration. Okay. So think of bicycles, right? Sean Nicholas, stop talking to him, please. We're doing class. So what's this? Is engineering drawing. So you deal with bicycles. A washer does what? You use the washer by itself?
No, a washer
stop the bolt from moving. So you put the washer in place and you screw your nut down, right? Now, have you ever used a nut for a washer? What's gonna happen is the nut is gonna back off. So if you're using a bicycle, the nut will always back off. So this is why we're putting those 4 washers on the inside. You clear so far? So we're ready to join nut now. Now I have my lines from the nut still here. So what measurement did y'all make the nut as? Offset. What height did y'all give to the nut? Alright, some people use 10. I'll use 8 for this one. Right, 8 doesn't look too bad. So we're going to draw this nut. So I'm going to offset that 8 at 2. So we have here And we're going to put in the bumps now. Remember I said that you draw an extra line. So you draw this line at the top, and then you're going to do a second line here at the bottom. And now we're ready for the 3-point circle. So bottom, top, left, circle, 3-point, bottom, top, left, 3-point, bottom, top, left. If that red line is not there, it will not pull up the middle. You understand? And you see it did not put the red line all the way here. It has to be in the middle of that unless you lose marks. So with that being said, ready to clean up. Hey, sir. Yeah. Go ahead, Shawnee. Go. Remember what we spoke about, please? Alright, so we got our bolt in, okay? So the thing about the bolt is, you need to understand and see that the bolt actually comes from here. All of this here is a bolt. All of this here is a bolt. And then we have the shaft of the bolt. What's this that's here? What's this? What is this piece? Where are the 4 pieces that we put in? So this is a washer. You understand? There are 4 washers. So the bolt actually comes, all of this here is a bolt like in the background. Y'all sure y'all follow me? So all of this here is bolt now. So the bolt comes straight through. So I'm gonna extend this piece here so we could see the rest of the bolt. And realize that I'm not doing double lines. I'm using the lines and I'm extending them across. Can we see this bolt from the outside? Can we see the bolt from the outside? No, the bolt on the inside. You understand? It's like your foot is inside of your shoe. So when we look at these objects, remember we have the bracket here, right? The outright for the bracket. So I'm showing you here by like hatching this, I'm just showing you the internal component of the bolt. So this is the bolt running through. What's this piece here? Good. Is that?
Yeah. What's that?
Wow. Now that coming here to blow up. So, we check the measurement. So this is important now. So, how long should the bolt be? How long do you think the bolt should be?
Yeah, 100.
When you look at this, how long should the bolt be? 110? How long should the bolt be? We see here that the bolt is 105. Like when it fits into everything. So when it fit in everything is 105. How long do you think we should come out? 55? 5? No.
Nah, too sharp.
Question. This bolt that is here, what's the bolt doing? What's the bolt doing?
Holding the
What's this thing? What's this part called? It's holding the pulley in place, right? And what these 4 things are is also holding in place. So what secures it? A nut, right?
Yeah.
So we can put a nut here.
Yeah. Yeah, small one.
We need a smaller one, or we could do same size. It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense to. It doesn't make sense to draw a whole fresh thing. We could just have. Oh shoot. We could just have the.
Oh, so you put the other one across it?
Yeah. Right. So, I think freaking out then.
And then you hot sir, answer, and start repairing.
So we have dirty bolt. Remember, this red thing is only for the video. And hopefully it should help you to understand. Let me delete that. I don't know why I deleted my bump. And copy this up there. Alright, so now we rotate. And then we move it, copy it here. So we put this, you see where we're putting it?
Yes, sir.
Now here's the thing. Should this line up with the bolt over here?
Yes, sir.
It must line up. So let me check to see. We come from here, the edge of it. We see if it lines up, and straight. That's perfect. So the top lines up. And we check the bottom, lines up too. No, so good. So they line up. You clear on what we've done so far?
Yes, sir.
No, we pause a second there. This is well, the last thing that I want to show you in this video. So we put in our bolt, we put in our washers. Now here's the thing. This bolt, remember I said for this bolt here, in one view you're going to see how many bumps? Three. But in the other view, how many bumps will you see? Why? Why? Why will you see 2 bumps in the other view? Repeat what was just said, anybody? In one view, here's why. Remember we projected, how we have the nut here position, right? You project across the left, there's 1, 2. This is 1 bump here. See this space here? Up there is 1 bump. So the second bump is here. See it? And then we got a third bump here. Sure you understand it? So we got 1, 2, 3 bumps. But look when we project down now. How many bumps do we have when we project down? We got 1. We got a middle line already. So how many bumps going down? Only 2. You understand that?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Some persons just copy the bolt into the plan view without realizing or remembering in that view when they project down and they project across. When I project down and I project across, I am only seeing here 2 bumps. So let me finish. What I'm doing here is simply projecting to make the different views. Y'all can see it clearly? You know, you gotta pay attention. So we project down here. This is the side of the bolt. So we project down there. And then we project down these 2 lines here. Make sure it's straight. Project down here. You understood the lines that I projected?
Yes, sir.
So now we just put in our bump. 3 point. What's missing from here that I need? A line. Good. So you need to put in a fresh line, like a double line here. 1, 2. Need to put in this double line, 3 point, top, down, left. 3 point again, top, down, left. And there is my bolt. So this is the plan view. Remember, this is the plan view of my bolt. So I have only drawn the plan of it to show you this is how it looks. But down here, the process that I use with the 45-degree line, I am projecting down everything and projecting across. So you will see that they should line up, everything should line up. The same way like the body of the bracket will line up here. Same way the body of the bracket will line up here. So once you project down, you project across. That's that. You understand what I just did? So here's actually the body, here's the bracket, the plan view of the bracket. So remember yesterday how we got the uprights, project down, and across. Alright, so 10:41, we have about 20 minutes left. I want you to have in your bolt, I want you to have in your bolt and your washers in the front end and plan. So remember, here's my washer. Let me just clean this up. So I need my layers to be correct too. This should be on my outline layer. And for the most part, this end view is alright. Well, this line here should be hidden or no?
No.
What's this? That's a bolt. So can I see that from the outside? No. So shouldn't that be hidden? In the original stages, right, it would be hidden when we just had the bracket. Sorry, it would not be hidden when we just had the bracket. But this hole that is here, you gotta pay attention, Keenan. This hole that is here is being covered by the bolt. So as we go forward, you realize it change is gonna be hidden now. We clear on that? All right, try to get it done, guys.